So the server is dependent on hard drives, and the two types of hard drives we're going to talk about today are hard drives, HDDs, and solid state drives, or SSDs. And we're going to do a little comparison between three items that you normally would not compare. Now, these are rough numbers giving you a ballpark idea. Lots of variables go into this. So let's go ahead and get started here. Race that server up, and let's go ahead and talk about power. So using 1,000 servers, one hard drive per server drawing 1 watt, we have these numbers here. And you can see pretty easily that SSD, for example, it's 14 times more power to idle the hard drive in an HDD. And at the bottom there, you see some of those totals. So pause that if you'd like to take a little more. Bottom line is less power with SSD. And as a result of the less power, of course, we impact cooling as well. Here are some of the things. We save to drive faster inside of an SSD, and there's no moving parts inside of an SSD environment. So if you were spending 100,000 on cost, you'd spend 70,000, 30% less for your cooling bill. And then let's talk here about weight and noise. Of course, the weight is relative to the weight of the hard drive itself. Taking 1,000 drives, it's 220 pounds. In an SSD world, that's 80 pounds. Of course, there's no comparison in noise because an SSD is completely silent. So all three of these, power, cooling, and weight, have an impact when you start comparing SSDs and HDDs. But there are additional items like performance, scalability, and others that really drive for us the difference between these two technologies. So you cannot look at this from an isolated view. It's only power, or it's only cooling, or it's only capacity, or only performance. You have to look at the bigger picture when it comes to SSD. Another important note is that the spinning drive, the HDD drives, are continually going down as far as productivity and sales, and SSDs are going to dominate that market within the next couple of years. So save yourself some money. Go ahead and move into an SSD environment today.